Canelo, he fought Avni Yildirim. What was your take on that performance?
That was a
The
terrible
result.
fight. I think it was a terrible fight. It was a boring fight. It was something that we didn't expect. I thought Gildren was going to give him a little bit fight. I thought he was going to fight for his country. He gave up. He didn't try to do anything. I mean, it was bad. It was a bad fight. So that's not going to happen with us. We are going to represent our country. We are going to represent our people, all our fans. We are going to die inside the ring. We're going to leave our heart inside the ring, knowing David.
Now, what's your thoughts on the WBC? They came out and said that they shouldn't have sanctioned that fight, and now they're going to be more strict about mandatories. Even though, I mean, Canelo, he requested to fight Avni personally. So, what's your thoughts on the WBC admitting that they shouldn't have sectioned that fight, even with Canelo request of fighting him for David Benavidez title?
You got to understand, everybody has to understand Canelo is the pound for pound right now, the king of the 168 pounders. He's the best fighter in the world. He's the one that's generating all this money. It's sad, but Canelo could do anything he wants in boxing right now because he generates a lot of money. So he could do whatever he wants. He can fight whoever he wants to a certain point. Like I said, 2 or 3 more fights, they're going to demand that fight with David. He either is going to have to vacate those belts or he's going to have to fight David. But right now, I guarantee you, if Canelo says, I want to go up to cruiserweight, they'll get somebody for him and he'll beat that somebody. Unfortunately, that's what it is right now. And that's what I think. Canelo could do anything in boxing right now, all because people are still watching him and people are still paying to see him. And of course, he's going to win.
But wouldn't you say, as pound for pound number one, you should fight the best competition? Because if you are the best in the world, you should fight like the second best, at least in your division, instead of fighting someone that don't even belong in the ring with you, like an Avni Yildirim. Wouldn't you say the pound for pound best should be in the
Uh,
ring with people his caliber, like David Benavidez, Charlo, and guys at that level?
I tell you this, I'm trying to create something with David is the people's champ, like Manny Pacquiao, that he fights anybody and wants to give the fans what they want to fight. Canelo, he's a businessman. He's not the people's champ. Mexican people don't even like Canelo because they know that he's a businessman and he's trying to fight all these guys that they think they can beat. Either he catches them old or guys that like Sanders. He already said that after this fight, he wants to retire. So he doesn't even he already lost already with Canelo because he's just gonna go get his check, a paycheck. People know that. So people are not fooled that easy. So that's why they don't like Canelo. Like I said, he's a businessman now. He doesn't fight for the people. He doesn't represent the people. He represents his money. They want to make money. They're thinking about money, money, money. They already have fights lined up. I never heard of that. Never in boxing. So he should, like the question you just asked me, he should fight the number one, the number two. But who's going to make him do that? You tell me, or the people can tell me, comment, who's going to make him do that if he doesn't want to do it? He's a franchise
Right.
fighter. Franchise means also that you don't have to fight nobody. To me, I don't even understand. I'm confused. But if you want to make history, if you want to be loved by the people, I think you got to fight the number ones, the number twos, maybe even the number threes, because you're at that level. You got to fight. You got to show the people that you are what you say you are and your team. He couldn't even stop Chavez Jr. So to me, now there are some questions to me. All of a sudden, he's Superman. I mean, he got caught with steroids. Now, he's cut and he does look strong. All the fighters there in that stable look like monsters now. Look at Oscar Valdez, man. He looked strong, man. He looked really like an animal. I was impressed. But something's happening there. I don't know.
He did fail 2 drug tests in the past, so you never know. And the WBC they increased the computer roll limit. So
Let me go back to what I was saying. He generates a lot of money, right? So, a little slap, you
uh,
know? You know? I mean, hey, don't do it
yeah,
again.
Canelo got to stop picking his own opponents, man. We got that.
Yeah.
He needs to be in there with Cello,
Yeah.
that both of them. He need to fight both of them.
Charlos.
He
Charlos.
need to fight both of them. Then fight that guy Benavidez.
Are they the same way?
Benavidez, though.
Benavidez. Fight both of them. The guy get ready for Benavidez. He gonna fight
Yeah.
those two brothers, then he fight Benavidez. Man, if I was him, I'd be fighting 4 times a day. Yeah.
Yeah, but
He did good his last fight, but the guy he fought with like soft. I want to see him fight one of those guys.
David Benavidez is pretty good.
Ooh, the tall guy, right?
Yeah,
I like him,
it.
but I just think that
He's good.
I do. I love him. But I think Canelo's too elusive for him.
What you think about fighting Charlo?
Huh? I think that'd be a good fight too. I think he's too strong, but I think that'd be a good fight.
He's a little bigger than Charlo.
He's too strong. This guy's a fucking ox, like that wall.
Yeah.
It's gonna be hard to beat him at middle. You gotta fight 168 with him.
68, yeah.
But that other guy, Benavidez, he's
Benavidez
entertaining.
is good.
He's
for real.
entertaining.
Yeah.
Strong, boom, boom, boom.
I watched him even when he was like younger, 16.
He's
coming
tough.
Up. Yeah,
He's
he's
tough.
always been good.
I like to see that. I want to see him fight one of the Charlos.
And Charlo, that'd be good too. They should all get together and
Yeah,
have some
nobody
fun.
should be apprehensive. This you guys be friends. You should fight each other. That's what friends do. They help each other to get money. You know what I'm saying?
60-40 and 70-30 splits.
Say what?
They're doing 60-40 and 70-30 splits.
Who?
A lot of these fighters, they're
No,
not
no,
trying
no,
to
What
do
at the fighters
50-50.
is the promoters is
Listen,
doing
listen.
that.
I don't use promoters.
How did you choose Lomachenko? Because
I did not choose him. He requested, Canelo requested. So we sent out a vote and we analyzed his history.
Ooh, Canelo and Lomachenko requested?
Absolutely.
Ooh, you just made headlines.
Lomachenko,
You just made headlines.
Lomachenko, top rank, requested. And let me tell you, we analyzed the request. Top of the top.
Define the franchise belt. Can you define it?
The franchise is not a belt, it's not a championship, it's a designation given to elite, unique fighters who carry the industry of the sport of boxing. Canelo Alvarez and Lomachenko are two sensational fighters who carry the industry.
Hold it, you're not that pretty. I'm a bad man. Wait. I shook up the world. I shook up the world.
I bear witness, there's only one God, Allah, and Muhammad is his final messenger. That's what I said, Larry, on the Bungle fight. Thanking you.
They call me the problem, but you could call me the can man, because anybody can get it. Africans, Americans, Dominicans, Mexicans, anybody can get it.